I did forget to shout out the Meal Tier Now patrons. Thank you so much for the continued support. Morgan and Mama Thomas, Uncle Bobby B, Gimpy, Tommy Richardson, Brian the Pizza Man Watson. I saw that contract. And Rob Arbeck. My dog's barking. Have a great day. Enjoy this car talk. Hello, and welcome to Brendan's Car Talk, Season 5, Episode 3. I'm on my way home right now. I just did my laundry. Very enjoyable weekend. I had PWO on Saturday in Hamilton. I have Pro Wrestling Ontario. Check out their YouTube channel. I wrestled Corey Stone. And then Sunday I went up to Barrie Wrestling. They had a little Keppin Fest, which was a big-ass fucking festival that was basically the size of their goddamn lakeshore waterfront area. And had a very enjoyable match with a tall fuck, 6'8", Isaiah Cross, young kid, 18 years old. He has a bright future ahead of him if he keeps his head on straight. But yeah, by the way, I'm Brendan Caulfield. Patreon.com/BrendanC, BRENDONE, the letter C. Tons of bonus content videos, podcasts, audio versions of videos. Hundreds of stuff at this point. I've been doing that for a year and a half, almost entering 2 years. I just finished recording the last entry for the promo contest that qualifies for the finals, which will be 3 people have the chances to get free training for 12 weeks and the chance to compete at a match if they do come to training. But so enjoyable time, enjoyable stuff, wrapping stuff up, and I did want to talk about, there's a quote I heard a few months ago at this point, and it's one of my draft tweets on Twitter, and it's, poverty isn't being poor, poverty's wanting more. And that's I've talked about this with a few people this weekend, and in general, a lot of my thoughts are the same thing, just regurgitated and re-evolved each time. So, for instance, this one, I've debated always with that fear of success versus fear of failure. Fear of failure is I don't want to fuck up my great idea. The fear of success is I'm not worthy of the accomplishment of whatever. So it's very conflicted in that instance. But and the thing is too, it's what you want to do. Say you want to be the best magician. Here's the thing. People might name David Blaine, Chris Angel, Houdini, David Copperfield, magicians that have had specials. But there's also magicians that are making millions of dollars in Vegas that nobody knows about. And then there's millions of magicians making money as a magician, full-time job, part-time job, but making money that people don't know about at all. People always compare themselves with the best, but never with the worst. You just need to do the thing. The back end of that is, because poverty is normally about money and such, there was literally a thing where they said, what's it called? Fuck you money is talked about a lot. It's I want $1 million a year, I want $1 million, blah, 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 I want to not be able. The goal shouldn't be fuck you money. The goal should be a polite no thank you money in your bank account, where you get to control the things you do. Construction in downtown cores are always bad. But yeah, I think that's where it is of and then so going back to that wanting more. You can do anything you fucking want within reason. You can run a marathon. That doesn't mean you'll have the fastest time at the marathon. You can lift weights. Doesn't mean you can lift the most amount of weights. Figure out something you want to do. Figure out how you can do it. And at this point in 2022, barrier of entry into stuff is so fucking low. If you want to host a radio show, start with a podcast. Get Anchor, completely free. All the apps are even in the fucking web browser or the app. There's so many ways to accomplish things. And then the back end of this is you will fail. It's okay. Don't look at the failure, and I talked about this last week, I guess. Don't look at the failure as a bad thing. Look at the failure as a pride thing, because you had the balls to fucking do it. I don't know if this was a cop next to me. It's some sort of delivery man. But yeah, those are my thoughts right now. Just do the thing, but don't hold yourself to the highest expectations. But I hope you got that. Now, promoting. This Saturday, I return to Montreal for IWS. Next Saturday, August 13th, I am in Barrie Wrestling. August 19th, C4 in Ottawa. That might be the rest of my August booking. No, August 26th, 27th, returning to New Brunswick, defending a championship, and not announced what I'm doing the next day. But it's a triple threat match. Who am I facing? People need to stop telling me stuff and tell me more things. I don't fucking know. I'm conflicted. But yeah, join the Patreon. If you're watching this, it's your last chance, because by the end of this week, I am upping that minimum price to $10. But the new minimum tier will just include the podcast versions of this. So thank you so much for enjoying my content. You can follow me at Holden Pro, Brendone, Caulfield, and things. Holden Albright, thank you so much for enjoying my content. September 3rd, I return to Quebec, but for FML. So have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. I hope you know that you made today a very special day by just being yourself. I appreciate being along the ride for your journeys of happiness. Believe in your current self. Forgive your younger self. Create your future self. If you woke up this morning, which if you're listening to this and you didn't wake up this morning, spooky. But you woke up this morning, you're already winning. There's always something to be grateful for. And I'm grateful for anyone that gets time to listen to this. Have a good day, everybody.